Good day. It is September the 11th, and today we remember those who died on September 11th, 2001, when two planes crashed into the towers in New York. One crashed into the Pentagon and one crashed into the field. In all, over 3,000 died, especially when you count those first responders and other people who died for what they inhaled in New York. Also, Charlie Kirk, a conservative commentator, was assassinated yesterday. As of this speaking, they still do not have a suspect in custody, and it is a terrible event. He was a well-known speaker, and he had well thought-out views. But today, we're going to continue in Judges 20, doing verses 22 through 25 and Proverbs 11. Remember, if you'd like to be tagged when I post these videos, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, complaints, or anything else, you may reach me through 810-242-2997. That's 810-242-2997. You can call, text, leave a message, whichever you like. We begin Judges 20, starting in verse 22. But the Israelites encouraged each other and took the positions again at the same place they had fought the previous day. 23. For they had gone up to Bethel and wept in the presence of Yahweh until evening. They also asked Yahweh, shall we fight again against our relatives from Benjamin again? And Yahweh had said, go out and fight against them. 24. So the next day they went out again to fight against the men of Benjamin. 25. But the men of Benjamin killed another 18,000 Israelites, all of whom were experienced with the sword. Okay, they went there to get the killers of that Levite's concubine who was raped to death. And the Benjamites said, no, you're not going to have any of them. And then they fought. This is the second battle. The Israelites lost against the Benjamites. 22. But the Israelites encouraged each other and took positions again, the same place they had fought the previous day. It's their presumption probably caused their defeat. 23. For they had gone up to Bethel and wept in the presence of Yahweh until evening. They had asked Yahweh, shall we fight against our relatives from Benjamin again? And Yahweh had said, go out and fight against them. They were asking. God's plan doesn't always require immediate victory. So the next day they went out again to fight against the Benjamites, against the men of Benjamin. But the men of Benjamin killed another 18,000 Israelites, all of whom were experienced with the sword. So they lost again, another defeat. God does not like civil war. Proverbs 11. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh, but a perfect weight is his delight. Honesty delights God. Dishonesty offends him, as in an abomination. 2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. 3. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of the faithless shall destroy them. 4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. No matter how rich you are, you can't bribe yourself out of heaven, or bribe your way out of hell, or purchase your way into heaven. It doesn't matter. Only righteousness, which is right standing from God, which is being saved. 5. The righteousness of sincere shall make straight his way, but the wicked shall fall by their own wickedness. Wickedness always rebounds upon the user. 6. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but the faithless shall be trapped in their own crafty device. Your plans backfire. 7. When the wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of strength perisheth. 8. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked come in instead. 9. With the mouth of the with his mouth the impious man destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the righteous be delivered. 10. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices, and when the wicked perish, there is joy. Less wickedness, more joy. 11. By the blessing of the upright a city is exalted, but is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. 12. He that despises his neighbor lacketh understanding, but a man of discernment holdeth his peace. Doesn't fight when he doesn't have to. 13. He that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets, but he is of the faithful spirit concealeth the matter. This does not mean you do not file police reports or press charges. This means you don't take personal vengeance, like, I'll hunt you down. Doesn't matter what the crime was. 14. When no wise direction is, a people falleth. Where no wise direction is, a people falleth, but the multitude of counselors are safety. Ask for good advice. 15. He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it, but he that hateth him that striketh hands is secure. This is like co-signing. Don't guarantee someone's behavior. 16. A gracious woman attaineth honor, a strong man attaineth riches. 17. A merciful man doeth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh. 18. The wicked earneth deceitful wages, but he that soweth righteousness has a sure reward. You reap what you sow. 19. Steadfast righteousness tendeth to life, but he that pursueth evil pursueth his own death. 20. They that are perverse in heart are an abomination to Yahweh, but such as upright in their way are his delight. 21. My hand on it, the evil man shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall escape. Evil will be punished. 22. As a ring of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman that turneth aside from discretion. We have a saying today, putting lipstick on a pig. It looks good, or you try to decorate it, or gilding the lily, you try to decorate it, it's still foul. 23. The desire of the righteous is only good, but expectation of the wicked is wrath. They get what they expect. 24. There is that scattereth, yet increases, and there is that withholdeth more than meat, but tendeth only to want. Generosity will be rewarded. True generosity out of love. A love for God. 25. The beneficent soul shall be made rich, and he that satisfieth abundantly shall also be satisfied himself. Generosity will be rewarded. 26. He that withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him, but a blessing shall be upon the head of him that selleth it. 27. He that diligently seeketh good seeketh favor, but he that searches for evil, it shall come to him. You get what you look for. 28. He that trusteth in riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as foliage. 29. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, and the foolish shall be a servant to the wise of heart. 30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that is wise winneth souls. 31. Behold, the righteous shall be requited in the earth. How much more the sinners, wicked and the sinners? God disciplines his own people. How much more is he going to do to those who are in active rebellion against him? Again, we remember those who perished on September 11, 2001, and we also have prayers for Charlie Kirk and Charlie Kirk's family. And hope you've been blessed by this reading. May the Lord richly bless you. Remember, Jesus loves you, and so do I.